Hello, the MACKEM CABBIE here with the Sunderland AFC daily news. I've not done the last couple of ones because I have been that busy. So first of all, this is about the junior tickets. On Thursday, the club provided an additional update regarding junior season tickets for the 2025-26 season. A significant number of these tickets have not been redeemed during the 2024-25 campaign, with an average of 32% of junior tickets not being used each match day. Next season, fans aged 14 and under must use or forward their ticket for at least 70% of daytime fixtures to guarantee access to future loyalty pricing. Fans aged 14 and under that fail to attend at least 70% of daytime fixtures also risk having their season ticket cancelled. In these instances, the ticketing team will contact the account holder directly to discuss the supporters' circumstances to ensure a reasonable conclusion is reached. These measures aim to reduce the number of unused seats and ensure all supporters, including season ticket holders, can access a wider range of seats on a game-by-game and seasonal basis. Demand is continually increasing for match tickets, and availability for supporters wishing to purchase multiple seats is now extremely limited, especially in the lower bowl. And this is what some of the fans have said. Sam says, this will be a deterrent to stop adults using child season tickets, and rightly so. He says they've addressed it. He says it can be difficult for circumstances, especially night games, but it's more fair by saying they expect 70% there at daytime kickoffs. It should see more ticket forwarding, and it might encourage those who buy individual tickets to continue coming. And Kevin Phillips, while he was speaking on the Seaman Says podcast, spoke about how he became an Arsenal fan whilst growing up in Stevenage. The former Sunderland star said his sister's boyfriend was a Gunners fan and would take him to games as a youngster. Phillips then said he came close to signing for Arsenal, prompting a surprised look by David Seaman. He then explained how, despite talks with Wenger, the Gunners ended up signing Jeffers instead. He says, I did come quite close to signing for Arsenal under Arsene, but he went for Francis Jeffers, so he decided to take Francis Jeffers, said Phillips. So I was like, the chance to play with Thierry Henry would have been a dream come true. We did have some dialogue with Arsene, but he decided to go for Fran, who was a bit younger than me, so it was a shame. After Seaman noted how Jeffers didn't play many times, and Sarah Crothers said she was thinking that that's the wrong choice. Phillips said, to be fair, Arsene has apologised to me. Well, let's face it though, it's a good job that didn't happen, because just think of all the memories we wouldn't have had with Quinn and Phillips and many more. So probably the best thing that could happen for Sunderland, really. And for Regis LeBrie, now he said he will use the international break as a reset before the final sprint, as he looks to lead his Sunderland side to the Premier League. The Black Cats head coach says the team has a clean bill of health, except for Leo Helder, who needs a few days rest from an injury for Saturday's visit to Coventry City. And some of the fans have also said with that one, if we're going to be pushing for the Premier League, says Chris, then we must massively improve on our performances, because this just is not good enough. We just look flat, we look knackered, and we look lack of ideas. So there we go. LeBreeze will use the international break as a reset. And we've got news about Sunderland fans now. Of course, Sunderland fans disrespected after latest season ticket reveal. Because Sunderland launched their season ticket renewal campaign on Wednesday, and the small print completely disregards their loyal fan base. It's unfortunate. It seems as though the club is almost penalising that support and loyalty after one detail was highlighted by supporters on social media in regard to season ticket renewals. As it stands, Sunderland are unaware, of course, to which division they will be playing their football in, though fans are being encouraged to sign up for the new campaign. While prices seem fair, small print clearly doesn't. In fact, it's quite the opposite, and Sunderland need to do something about it. For the average attendances in season 1920 was 30,000. 2021, I believe, was says NA. Could that have been with COVID? No, I don't know what that was for. Anyway, 21 and 22 season average attendance was 30,000. 847, and the 22-23 season it was 38,585. 23-24 average attendance was 37 and 12, and the 2024-25 season is 38,895. The junior season ticket holders who fail to attend at least 70% of next season's home games will become ineligible for future loyalty discounts, while a failure to attend even less than that could actually see those supporters have their ticket revoked. Following a significant number of junior tickets not being redeemed during the 2024-25 and previous seasons, fans must now use or forward their ticket for at least 70% of fixtures to be entitled to future loyalty pricing and risk having their season ticket cancelled if persistently not going to games. Now, the news seems to suggest that it only applies to junior tickets, but that doesn't change an awful lot when it comes to how it's being approached, and it will still affect plenty of others. While it hasn't been confirmed, it would appear as though the reasoning behind it is to improve the matchday atmosphere and ensure that the stadium is as full as it can be each and every fixture. But the way they have gone about it is horribly wrong indeed. And let's just see what some of the fans have said about this. And we have Andrew says, not a loyal fan when they sit at home and watch it on the telly when they have a season ticket though. He says, I appreciate there will be genuine reasons some fans can't make a game, but the amount of season ticket holders that just don't bother because it's either too cold, watch it in the pub, instead it's embarrassing. He says, I see it all the time. The amount of empty season ticket seats we have at some matches is an absolute joke. Andrew says, be nice if they give us an early bird discount like they've done for years before. Now we're paying the same as someone just buying as a new customer. Pete says, first they take away our 10% loyalty discount in the club shop. Now they're treating supporters like this. Elaine says, if you fine people for not attending, only means they won't buy your ticket following year, and then the club will have less funds. Mickey says, it's a disgrace. £500 for a season ticket should be lower in the Championship. Mickey says, people on the dole just simply can't do it. Gary Simmons says it's absolutely disgusting. And once again, they're going on about the atmosphere and that, but I'm sure the team needs to do their part to create a better atmosphere as well, because they've been playing dross at the stadium like recently, and the fans have not really had that much to shout about. And some news what Trey Hume has been saying. It says Sunderland defender Trey Hume said he was happy to avoid a 2-game suspension after the recent matches against Cardiff and Preston North End. Players in the Championship who have received 10 yellow cards in the first 37 games of the Championship would have had to sit 2 games out suspended. Coming into the Cardiff City and Preston games, right back Hume was sitting on 8 cautions. Although the Northern Ireland international was booked against Preston North End to take his tally to 9, Hume managed to reach and pass through the suspension threshold unscathed alongside teammate Joe Bellingham. He says, I don't even know how many yellows I'm on, Hume said when asked about reaching the 37 game mark in the Championship without picking up 2 game suspension. He says, it's good that I got past the 10 mark without being suspended. Last season, I think I finished the season with 14. So, you know, I've always picked up a fair few yellows. I'm happy to get past that 10 mark. Just hopefully I don't hit the 15. He says, I just like to play I just play the way I like to play, Hume said when asked if he had changed his playing style to avoid reaching 10 cautions. I think it was different whenever I was close to the 5 yellows, because there were a lot of games remaining. I think I was on 4 after about 7 or 8 games. And a lot of Sunderland fans basically are saying that it doesn't help when these card-happy referees just continuously happily give these cards out when half of them don't even need to be shown a yellow card. So there we go on that one. And we've got news on Dan Cameron that is closing in on a loan move to local club Hebburn Town and could be set to feature for the non-league club as soon as this weekend in the Northern Premier League against Prescott Cables. Cameron is set to follow in the footsteps of fellow Sunderland stopper Adam Richardson, who enjoyed a spell with the Hornets last year. Back in September, I was looking for the possibility of finding Cameron on a similar loan. Cameron is highly rated at the Academy of Light, but is behind Kelchi Kibuzi and Blondie Nu Nokuyu in the pecking order for Graham Murty's under-21s. The homegrown player has dropped back down to the under-18s this season, but Sunderland are keen for the youngster to gain experience. So there we go. There's the daily news and updates. And sorry I've not done the last few days, I've just been so busy, but I'll try to do as many as I can. So don't forget to tune in to the MACKEM CABBIE Davey and Richie show on Friday, which is tomorrow, 8 till 9, and we'll see you then. Until then, have a great Thursday night. See you later.